Vacations are a wonderful way to relax, recharge, and explore new places. Whether you're going on a beach getaway, an adventure-filled trip, or a cultural excursion, it's time you decided you need one. So, make your reservation at Vacation Resorts and enjoy what life has to offer you. At this beautiful paradise oasis where time is not important as long as you're with that special someone. Book your trip today.
You believe in freedom, cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom, cannot rest. Hear me talking to you. We who believe in freedom, cannot rest until it comes. Until the killing of black men, black mothers, sons is as important.
Editor with the National Black Unity News. She just started with us and we're very proud to have her. How are you doing today, Dr. Louise?
I am doing wonderful.
Great.
Wonderful. I'm happy to be here and happy to be on your show.
Yes, and with that said, we're going to delve into a lot of things that a lot of people want to know about Puerto Plata.
All right.
And with that said, I reviewed a lot of the information you gave me about Puerto Plata, the resort, and
Yes.
it was quite a comprehensive package. It really was really quite a comprehensive package. So I want to delve right into some things that a lot of people probably want to know about you and the organization. Okay?
All right. Okay.
Only
right
you can answer those questions. Did you have anything to do with the inception of the resort down at Puerto Plata?
I had not anything to do with it. No,
Okay.
I did not actually know about it until 2013 or 14. Right.
Okay. Okay.
And that's when I found out about the resort.
Okay.
And this was through a business partner again. And so he and his wife took me there, and when we landed, we took the helicopter from POP Airport into Lifestyle Holiday Vacation Resort. So that was exciting immediately to be up in the helicopter and then to go to the land in the resort. And so it was from there that I met the owners and I met other business individuals there. Yes.
Well, thank you for explaining that, because I was trying to put it all together, but I said it's a great opportunity. It's a very comprehensive package, but as I took in the video and I was watching how they had the specific resorts laid out.
Yes.
And for different types, probably different clients want a different type of experience. That's what I'm alluding to. So with that said, and I don't know who came up with that idea, but that's a great idea. Because somebody might like something this way and someone might like something else. And taking that in, and what I'm going to do while we're on here, I'm going to actually bring the video clip in and probably let it run about 30 to 40 seconds.
Okay, good.
Just stop it. Then we'll circle back and let you kind of fill in the blanks about some of the things that we've seen about the resort.
All right.
Okay, let's take that little journey.
Welcome to the world of lifestyle. You dream. We make it reality. As soon as you touch down, one of our chauffeurs is standing by to let your vacation begin in style. Enjoy the trip to the hotel with a glass of champagne. Or would you like to be picked up by our helicopter and arrive on our office tower only 8 minutes later? Let us welcome you to our service desk. From now on, we will be there for you around the clock. Luxury, a word we capitalize when it comes to accommodation. And all you have to do is choose. Try it all and discover what accommodation is for you. Set within the sprawling Lifestyle Holidays Vacation Resort, the Tropical offers a classic hotel vacation experience, set within quaint 2- and 3-story Mediterranean-style buildings. Crown suites, very comfortable and simply beautiful. Poised upon the spectacular hills overlooking the Lifestyle Holidays Vacation Resort, the Crown Suites offer all the comforts and amenities of home, set within a tropical oasis. The Frazee Palm Superior, Junior and Junior Ocean View Suites. Luxury at the next level. Our residential suites feature everything you could possibly desire. And if there is anything else that you might need, make sure you let us know. 2 bedrooms, 2 jacuzzis, 2 full bathrooms.
Oh my.
Do we need to say more? Or would you like to have your own villa during your stay? Choose between our classic Mediterranean-style crown villas and our royal villas of the centre court. They are the ultimate in luxury, as each is a small estate home with spacious, private 3 to 6 bedrooms that offers you a unique and exclusive vacation experience. And of course, your very own private pool. We make sure the meaning of home away from home is being met.
I was saying that was a spectacular view, and it was just the way they put that together. That was just gorgeous. And I like how, like I said, each person can select the type of experience that they want. That's what I liked about it. And what I found most interesting was that they have a design where they have 5 different types of VIP situations, the VIP beach areas, they have the VIP, they have the Serenity, they have the Harmony, they have the Lifestyle, and then they have the NV. Now, whoever came up with that concept, that was really great.
I agree. And also, we actually, with us, the people who go with us, the groups, it's all VIP, and you receive the black wristband.
Okay.
And that shows that wherever you move around on the resort, you are extreme. Well, not that everyone is respected, but you are definitely counted as a VIP.
Oh.
And you have your VIP beach, your VIP restaurants that you can go into, and you have the buffet, or you have the sit down where they're waiting on you. There are several types of restaurants, and a lot of them are from, naturally overseas.
Now that's interesting. Now, what you saying that, I want to allude to how you told me you're involved with a beverage company.
Yes, well, I'm the president of the Maryland Beverage Association Community Development Corporation, and also the president of the Maryland Unified Licensees Beverage Association, which involves everyone who has a beer, wine, liquor license. Minority, that's the part that I am in control of, the minorities that have those restaurants and the packaged goods stores and the bars.
Okay, just to clear.
When you you're in your villa, and we have the villa, which actually has 7 rooms and 6 rooms, 5 rooms, and then everything can be brought into your villa as far as your beverages. You have your private chef that will come into your villa each and every morning, your private maid that is there to take care of you throughout the day. And also you have your private beach, your golf carts where you can move around. It is really a beautiful experience. All of the entertainment, everything is included in that one price that that you pay to be there for 7 days.
That's really great. And like I was saying, you have these different experiences that you can pick the one you want. The
Yes.
energy, the serenity, the VIP, the harmony. Here's the question. Is there one over another that people tend to gravitate to more so?
No. That when you actually move around on all of throughout the property and you see the most beautiful villas, the most beautiful suites, you really fall in love with it.
I mean, I was watching the video the other night and I was falling in love with just looking at the beautiful surroundings, the panorama view, the palm trees and the water, and how tranquil everything just looked. People having not a care in the world, just in the pool, near the side, just moving about whatever they were doing.
That's so true. So true.
And that's what a vacation should be. You should be carefree without a worry. Well, you may have worries, but you can put those things aside.
Yes. And not only that, but this particular resort is really, you will see definitely famous individuals. Because you're among the rich and famous, and you will see them.
I would imagine so. Now, just to name a few, can you tell me some famous people you saw?
I don't want to put names out there. I want people to come and see for themselves.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably see some singers and some actors, but I get the point. Yeah.
Yes.
And with people of that caliber, they could just go on and lease out a whole villa and just have their privacy.
That's so true. That's exactly right.
Yeah, and then bring their own group to come right there.
So, right, and also weddings, divorces, breakups, makeup, that kind of thing is all there too.
Yeah, I'm sure I've heard people do all of those things and celebrate for one occasion or another.
Yes.
I mean, it was absolutely spectacular. I mean, it was actually over an hour long, and what I did was I kind of skipped through it, and I could see the different things. I mean, that were going on. It was just absolutely, breathtaking.
It is truly a great experience, and with the promotion that we have, with the group host. They could be an organization that's bringing a group of people. It could be an individual that would be bringing a group of individuals. And so we actually pay that person or organization $300 per person, but it must be a minimum of 10 to actually stay on the resort and to enjoy themselves for a week.
Well, that's great. 10 people.
The minimum.
A minimum of 10 people. And
we've had 50 to 60, 100 and some to go. So
well, see, people, you can do the math. $300 a person, and they will pay you that.
We pay them, right.
We pay them that, almost like a finder's fee or commission.
That's right.
That's quite an incentive. So the person who was doing the referring, how does it work out with their fee? I mean,
the person that's doing the what now?
The person that's bringing the group, say I brought 20 people, is my fee waived and I go free?
That's exactly right. Okay, say for instance, it's $2,860 to stay there for 7 days, 1 week, all right? So if you have the 20 people, then you receive, I think it's a month or 2 months before you leave the United States, you receive your $300 per person.
There you go. See, people, like I said, just do the math and you're going to be making thousands on a trip. Mind you that all of those people have to be paid up
Yes.
before they go. Maybe some people could just write a check and pay the whole thing off. And some people pay half of it. But
That's
wherever you find yourself, whatever your situation is, it's okay. I mean, it's quite an amazing layout. In the Dominican Republic, how long does it take to get from, let's say, the Baltimore, Washington area to get there on a plane?
Okay, from BWI Marshall.
Right.
Okay, if you leave from there, so if you catch the 6 a.m., that's the best way. 6 o'clock in the morning to catch that. So you have to be at the airport by 4 at least. Could be 3 o'clock that you get there, but the plane pulls out 6 or 6:10, and okay, and then you would move over. It would go to Miami, and then Miami over to Puerto Plata. So around 3 o'clock, I'd say 3:30 to make it safe. You would be in Puerto Plata at the airport, and that's where the limousines, which would be there to pick you up with the number of people that you have, and the limousines will be stopped for you.
Yes.
and then another 30 minutes, you will be on the property of Lifestyle.
That doesn't sound bad. So yeah, I would probably say 6, 7, 8 hours or so to take to get down there, because you got to make a stop.
Yeah, so yes, yes, in Miami.
In Miami, so you'd have a little layover.
Yes.
You know, because from what you're telling me, there's really no direct flight straight there.
No, there isn't.
Oh, well, if a person waited this long, you can wait a little longer to enjoy the experience. You have your special someone with you, or whoever that might be, and then you're going to take this whole thing in. It's nothing but time.
And you are really, once you reach there, you are definitely treated like kings and queens.
I would admit, and see, that's what I was taking in. I see people moving around, people relaxing. The weather is great, the trees, the amenity, the swimming pools. And like I said, it's nothing that you need to even do. You just probably tell them I need this, and then somebody's taking care of your breakfast, your food, just go out, have your nightlife, your time during the day, whatever you want to do.
Yes, that's so true. Yes.
And your itinerary.
Yes.
Like I said, I read through the comprehensive package. I mean, literally they pulled out all the stops. They pulled out all the stops. So if you came down and you needed to be connected with the real world or whatever, you have your laptop or your tablet or whatever, your Wi-Fi and all, just connect with that. When you get into your villa or your place or your wherever you are, you can connect with anybody you want. Oh, it's absolutely great. That's why I said, I want to know, Dr. Louise, what your connection was. But that beverage thing is great. Did you put that beverage thing together? How did that work out? Were you already connected to the beverage company before you went down there the first time?
Oh yes, I've been heading the beverage company since before. It's been years.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
But we still have to keep in mind that we still have to have beverages there from other countries as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure things coming from France and
everywhere. Yes.
South America. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, but you are part of that whole conglomerate.
Yes.
So you know, everybody, it's enough to go around.
That's that. And now those are definitely the words to say. There's always enough to go around.
It's enough to go around. There's enough people to accommodate, because I would like to imagine this place is probably never empty.
You're right.
All year around.
You're right
People
about that.
probably there,
You're
because
right.
the weather is perfect there. On a probably a great day might be 90 degrees or something. I'm not sure what it might be.
Yes.
But yeah.
But this experience really gives you something to talk about.
Oh yeah, sure. And to be saying when you're going to do it again.
Right. And also I go with the group.
I would imagine you do. When do
I
you
go
plan
with
to
the
go
group.
again, Dr.
I go all the time. I go with the groups so that I am really the person who is there to help them to have this experience.
Now, when
And I make sure that they have it, whatever it is that they desire, then that's exactly what my purpose for being there.
that's what I like. When I talked to you, I think it was Sunday, you said, Wayne, I was out of the country. Were you there?
Yes, yes.
Oh, look at you.
Yes.
You forgot to say, Wayne, meet me at the airport.
Yes.
I have my passport. Everything's been up to date. I would have been.
Well, Wayne, better days are coming.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for watching our podcast. If you would like to participate in our future podcasts as a guest, or if you would like to promote your business or service, contact Wayne Randall at 443-726-6693. Also visit our website at www.yourfinanceinfo.com. This is a TNBUN production.
Arrangement do you like? You like the villa? You like a certain room? You like a certain place that you go to when you get there that you look forward to?
I really stick with the villas because I own the villas. I own a couple of them. So
okay.
Right. That's where I really put my groups into the villas.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that now that you have alluded to that, because you have ownership into this. So you own a few villas. Now,
yes. I call it benefits shareholder.
That's, you know, I'm glad to hear that. You know, congratulations on that. You know, that was a great investment that just keeps bringing in that return.
That's true. Yes.
A great return. And you were in the right place at the right time. You had the capital to do what it is you needed to do. And you saw an opportunity and you knew it was a good one.
And I said, the water looks fine. Let me touch it a little bit with my toes. I said, yes, the temperature is really pretty great. So that's when I jumped in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we can make this work.
Yes.
I think we can make this work. I mean,
and it has been working ever since.
How long have you been working with the resort? How many years now?
Well, it's got to be 10 over.
Oh, you're vested.
Yes.
You're vested.
I am really in like Flint.
Yes, all the way in.
All the way. That's right. And I'm trying to bring other people in because it's an investment.
Yeah. Well, so you just alluded to the fact that you can try to bring other people in to invest. People can do that?
Yes, you can. We had it built from the ground up. So you can do that. Believe me, they're a lot. It's great for an investment.
Okay. Now, is it a certain level or a certain a monetary figure that you have to have, 10,000 above 50 or whatever it is to be qualified?
With the villas, it must be definitely above. But also there are suites. So for instance, if you want a suite that sleeps, 2 people, 4 people, that kind of thing, then you can also invest in that.
In the suites. Okay.
Yes.
Is it possible you could give me a dollar amount what that might look like to try to invest in suites if you don't have villa money?
Well, no, actually, you can do that with what, like 5,000?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
That sounds doable. I thought you were going to say 10, but five is fine.
There are some 10, you know.
Okay, yeah. So 5,000 or 10 could allow you to make an investment into, like you said, the suites.
In the suites, but not the villas. The villas are definitely much higher.
Oh yeah. Well, just looking at those villas, they were spectacular. But to just be able to even invest in the suites, I'm
Yes.
sure they stay occupied too.
Yes, they do. Yes,
I
they
would
do.
like to think, what would you say is the most busiest time of the year there?
From we have the high seasons and the low seasons, of course, with the holidays, those would be the high seasons. And
Okay.
that is when the amount is going to be a little higher to
Yes.
stay there. So you're looking at the holidays, and especially New Year's, Christmas and New Year's.
Okay. And that's understandable.
Yes.
That's understandable. A lot of
And you
people.
really have to book almost 6 months ahead of time because it's a sellout.
Yeah, I can imagine. And a lot of people will get away, say you're in New York, and here it is, it's 20 degrees in New York, and you want to be somewhere where it's 80, 90 degrees.
Yes.
And you want to bring in the new year in a nice warm climate.
With a lot of entertainment that is all inclusive in the with the amenities, it's all inclusive. Everything is all inclusive.
Oh yeah. Now I read that. I read everything you gave me in that little breakout. And everything was in there. And I thought it was really great. And now I really like what you're telling me in this interview, how you can invest. Now, if a person was interested in investing, who do they go to? Do I talk to you or I had to call a certain person and say, listen, I have some cash. And
I am the hookup.
oh, see that? I feel happy already. So when I'm ready to say, listen, I want to give you some money and sit down and look at the paperwork and for this amount of money I'm putting in, what type of ROI would I be looking at, return on my investment?
On your investment, right. And so we can do that when you get there, because actually you may think you want one thing, but by the time you get there and look at what is available and what is there for you, you may change your mind. So when you come with your checkbook or your card or whatever.
Right.
And the banks are there too. So
yeah, that sounds good. That definitely sounds good. I want to say I know you're a very busy lady, and I really thank you for your time. And I want to say, in closing, what do you want to tell any of the viewing people that are listening to this as we're taking in this time to tell people about this beautiful resort, Puerto Plata?
Thank you, Wayne. All they have to do is say, well, I really want to talk with her a little more. So I'm going to give you my number, 410-925-4056. And that is my cell number.
See, that is how you can get in touch with Dr. Louise. And she'll tell you all about it. See, you heard it here first on the Finance Hour. See? And she is now a contributing editor with the National Black Unity News. We're just glad to have you, really. I'm just glad to have you, and congratulations for coming aboard. And,
thank you.
And no, thank you for allowing me this interview. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing all of you now.
Okay, I'm going to say good night now, and thank you again. Okay, Dr. Louise.
All right. Thank you, Wayne.
Okay. Be safe now. Take care. Talk to you soon.
And stay prosperous.
I plan to. You too.
All right.
finance editor with the National Black Unity News and host of the Finance Hour. I'm here with Zeke Stewart from Zeke and Jerry A. Traveling Agency, here to talk about some wonderful and amazing affordable housing opportunities in Guyana and the diaspora. How you doing, sir? How you doing this afternoon?
Wayne, I'm doing real good, but our focus is on Ghana and West Africa.
Okay. I mentioned Ghana, but we're going to get right to it.
Okay.
We're going to get right to it. Let me say this much, since you just were speaking about, and you said the word focus. If you said that, there's something got to be great about West Ghana, and tell me what that is.
Well, Wayne, I got a history of going to Ghana literally 50 years. I first went there in actually 1972. My wife and I, we spent 6 weeks there on our honeymoon. So Ghana is quite special to us. But over the years, you know, it's been special. But something happened in 2019. The president, the country opened up to the whole African diaspora to come back to the motherland.
Okay.
And that year, it was special. Literally hundreds of people from the diaspora, the majority is African American, they came back to visit the motherland, to understand the culture of the people, and just be there and just feel it. So ever since 2019, Wayne, the movement has been taking up a full head of steam, if you will. For example, the stats says in 2021, it has been over 5,000 African American families has moved back to Ghana on a permanent basis. That's not all of the diaspora, you know, it's not the Caribbean, it's not, you know, the UK and so forth. That's just basically the US. So there's a momentum in terms of moving to the continent, Ghana in particular.
Yeah, and like you said, it seems like it's a movement, it's a mindset. Somebody doesn't want to miss out on something. And that brings me to the next thing I wanted to speak about. It was some beautiful slides that you sent me in reference to that. I'm going to bring one of them in and let you kind of talk about it, because this housing, some of the housing opportunities, and from what I saw, they really sound like they were great. I mean, you can find houses like that here for those kind of affordable prices in 5 figures at that, you know. So just give me a moment. I want to share this screen, bring it right in. Can you see that screen there, Mr. Z?
I can see it very clearly.
Great. Now, I see in the backdrop that looks like a nice four-story building.
Yes.
What's that saying? Lagos?
That is a replica of what the building's going to look like. This particular project, the Ghana Housing Project, is a company in Ghana, and their goal, their mission over the next 10 years is to build at least 10,000 units a year, totaling actually 100,000 units a year, because their goal is to create 1 million units in the next 10 years. So Wayne, Ghana has a deficit when it comes to housing of 1.7 billion units. For example, you know, that means there's 1.7 million people, families, if you will, that need affordable housing. And this project is one of the big players in that arena. The Ghana Housing Project, they are constructing affordable housing and they're quite affordable. And this project is obviously open to everybody, the locals, the diaspora. And for example, the price of a 2-bedroom, living, dining, kitchen, a complete unit, 2 baths, $49,999.
That's the starting price.
That's the price for a 2-bedroom.
Oh,
Now the 3-bedroom, Wayne, is $69,000. That's 3-bedroom, 2 baths, living, dining, kitchen, balcony, and that's the price, the price. So it's quite affordable. People from the diaspora can buy it. They can buy it, live there. They can rent it out. They can Airbnb it. It's available.
that alludes me to my next question. The pricing is great. Here's the question. Someone's transitioning there, they're not a citizen. Can they buy?
The answer to that, Wayne, is absolutely. You can buy and own real estate in Ghana
Without being a citizen.
without being a citizen.
Isn't that great? I don't have to marry someone. I don't have
You
to.
don't have to marry anybody. You go there and you can acquire the property, buy the property, own the property, live in the property. You can rent it out, or what have you. Because my partner and I, we're going to have a company where if you don't want to stay there full time, you might want to be a snowbird. We will manage the property and send you a check every quarter.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. You had something else beautiful. Let's take a look at this. This one. Oh, this is beautiful. Where does this range at in comparison to what we just saw? Where does this start?
Okay, now this unit is a standalone individual. It's not part of that project.
Okay, I understand.
That is a unit. Literally, as you can see, it's gorgeous, has a pool, has a lot of, a light, a lot of glass exposure. And those units that you can get there under like $79,900.
That for something like this.
For something like that.
Now, when you just said 799, let's say 80,000, that's still a great price. That's a great price compared to the state. Something like this would probably be $700,000 or more.
Very close. It all depends. If you're talking about that in Florida, you're absolutely right.
Right. 700,000, $250,000, $750,000, or probably even more, depending if it's almost right at the beach. But no, you answered my question, Mr. Zeke. I mean, this is beautiful. And the other ones were great too, because a person, like I said, could be a snowbird. It was absolutely great. Which brings me to my next question about this organization. It's called the Guba Diaspora Network. They help people in transitioning to that. Elaborate a little bit on that.
Yes, Wayne. I've been doing extensive research on Ghana for the last 18 months. I'm actually moving there. Leaving the United States, I'm moving there. I'm living there. That's going to be my home. And I have contacts with Ghanaian here in the U.S. and also Ghanaian there on the continent. And I was made aware of this particular organization. And what it is, these are men, women that was part of the diaspora. They were in the U.S., in the U.K., all over. They came back to the motherland. They came back to Ghana. And it's an organization that's helping our future diasporan to come back to the motherland. And, they're doing a lot of things to make that transaction, as easy, as painless as possible. I see on the slide there's a number of things that they offer, and one of the things that's on that list is visa on arrival. They know the ropes. They know the ropes. For example, a person that's, well, Zeke, I'm moving there. I'm going to need a doctor. Okay, I'm a member of this organization. I pay my membership, and I got the phone number. I got the email address. I got the physical address. I can contact them, and they will research and find a cardiologist or whatever kind of doctor that you need and put you in contact with that particular doctor or hospital or what have you.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that, because now that leads me to this list. When you spoke about the list, what came to mind was, do I need, or would a person need this type of credentials coming in, or they help you attain these things?
They help you to obtain these things. You don't need any of those credentials coming in. Yeah, I mean, you basically need your passport. Getting a visa in advance would be helpful.
Yes.
All these kinds of things. These are services that is provided. You would join that organization. They do many, many things. For example, Vice President Kamala Harris was there, earlier this month. I received an invitation to come to that event because I was a member. Obviously, I didn't come because I'm still here in the U.S. Those kinds of things that they're up on it, that keep us abreast on what's going on, who the movers and shakers, and how to get things done. Because most of them are Ghanaians, and they're from there. They've been gone to the U.S. or the U.K. for a number of years, but they understand the process.
Okay. No, thank you for answering that. Like you said, this particular organization, you said something about a membership. You have to pay a membership to get in it for them to, assist you out with it. They have to make their money. What does a membership look like? How much does a membership cost?
The membership is £160. They do it in pounds. So I had to do the conversion.
Yeah, what's that come out to be?
About $190.
Okay, that's not bad.
I mean, that's really good to guide you for these kinds of services. And they're gonna interview me when I'm ready, and then they're gonna ask me, Zeke, how can I help you? They're gonna give me a 30-minute interview, and they're gonna ask me, how can I help you? And I'm gonna tell them I need A, B, C, whatever, and they're gonna assist me in acquiring whatever I might need. I am really pleased to have found this organization.
I understand that. It sounds great. And I noticed that you said the currency is pounds. So some type of way this organization is tied with the UK?
Well, let me clarify that. Yes, I did say pounds. I'm not sure. Well, their money is not pounds. Their money is CDs. It's Canadian money. Pounds is the British. I think this particular member of the organization, I Zeal the money to that email address, and the response was in pounds. So they may be dealing with a British bank there, but their money, their currency is CDs. But I did pay in pounds, but I did the conversion, and it went flawlessly because we use Zeal to do it.
Zeal is a very popular app that most people do have. And see, that's what I like about this is you and I, we speak the same language. We understand these instruments. And I'm just asking the questions that people who are going to watch this and hear it will say, I'm glad he asked that question, because I was wondering how that would work out. And that's really what this is about, to help you advertise what you're doing, your partner's doing going forward. And the way we want to work this out is a lot more is going to be added to this interview. You're giving me the raw information, which is some great stuff, because most cases, and when I ask you that pivotal question, can I get a property like that, a 2-bedroom or property, or like that first layout? And you said I didn't even have to be a citizen. Now, I spent some time in Germany a good 14 years ago, and the criteria was you had to be a citizen in order to buy any property. And before that, another catch-22 was you had to be, how are you going to become a citizen? You had to marry somebody over there. But you said, and this was a plus, everyone listening, like you said, you don't even have to be a citizen. So, I mean, they're saying your business, we're welcoming your business, and it attracts more people.
Well, Wayne, let me say this, different companies, they have different rules. I've lived in Panama. I was there for 3 years, me and my wife. We could acquire property. We didn't have to be a citizen there. I lived in South America, Colombia for a number of years until the pandemic came. You could acquire property there. You didn't have to marry anybody. You could just buy the property, own it. They allow foreigners to own property. This is the same thing in Ghana, West Africa. You can buy property and you don't have to marry anybody. You just have to have the money to buy the property.
Sounds good to me. Now, will they allow you to, like, say in some cases, people may have down payment money? Would they be able to allow people to get financing through their bank there? Would that be possible for people? Say they come in, they got $10 or $15, $20,000 US. Now, can they get financing and work out a mortgage? Is that possible? Is that doable?
Wayne, I'm glad you asked that, because in most instances, financing is very short term.
Okay.
When I say not short term, I mean 24 months.
Okay.
Now, 24 months.
That's very short term.
That's very short term, and that's the way they do it over there. Most people don't have mortgages. Having said that, if you qualify with this particular the Ghana Housing Project, they have 3 banks that will provide a mortgage.
Okay. Well, I understand and that already right there knocks out any type of situation where people are thinking, well, it's going to be 10 years or 15 years. We're not dealing with any of that. I mean, the first properties you were speaking about was 4,999. Let's just say $50,000 for a 2-bedroom. Look great on the outside. Would have loved to see the inside and amenities, but based on what I saw on the outside, I would imagine the inside would match it. And that wasn't a lot of money, $40,000, $50,000. So let's say somebody came in and put down half of that. And like you said, 24 months, or I couldn't remember what you said about how many months.
24 months.
24 months, okay. A good 2 years to come up with the rest of the money and pay it off. That pretty much sounds doable. That sounds doable to me.
That's kind of like how they do it there, and Wayne, when you look at how much the house costs,
yeah,
that's a down payment here in the U.S.
Yeah. See, that
down payment will pay for the house there,
That's what I'm alluding to. See, it's so affordable. All you need to know, and if I were talking to somebody, get your money together before you go there. The properties are within this range, so you need this much money. And after you put this money down, the statute of limitation is going to be 24 months. Now that probably works out where if you don't have it, you lose the money you put down. So going into it, know you need to already have the other part coming soon. For 2 years, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, you're going into a contract. You know what a contract is, and that's what you know that it's 24 months. If you can't do 24 months, you don't do the deal.
Don't do the deal.
Yeah, that's kind of simple, So at 24 months, you do the deal, and the deal is done.
Yeah, that's right. Like you said, if you can't do the deal, don't do the deal. Wait, come back. Wait till you're better equipped, have your resources more in order, and then come back when you can do the deal. Mr. Zeke, it's definitely been a pleasure with you educating me on what is going on abroad in West Ghana. That's where that was at?
Yeah,
West Ghana.
Ghana is in West Africa. This is West Africa. Ghana is the country in West Africa.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Help a man out. I mean, you learn something every day. But I mean,
Wayne, let me make one other point about helping with the financing. This, it would be beneficial to connect with your bank here. Get a letter of good standing from your bank here. So when you go there, you had some reference that, hey, you are in good standings with a bank here. So you asking this bank there for financing. So they, got a letter from your bank say, hey, this guy is in good standing with Wells Fargo, Bank of America, or whatever your bank is.
Right. That's a very good point because just a year ago, I was just got another property of mine completely renovated. And I took out a credit line for it. It was all somewhere like $70,000. I just rounded off to 20.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm right at the moment I'm paying it back. So if I were to go there, I would actually get a letter from my bank stating that Wayne is have no problem. Well, I actually have it direct deposited right out of my account. So
Right.
they can just get the money. Nothing's going to be late. They just get it every 24th of every month. They take it. And the money is dropping and dropping and dropping. And I would do what you would say. Just go in there, get a letter of good standing, and he's timely, he's trustworthy, and go over there. And if somebody needs it, and then numbers are on there. If somebody needs to call back across the pond, they can call. And yeah, things should go fine. And then go over there with some money in hand, because I like one of those 2 bedrooms. Man, they look great.
Details there, but we have
sure.
all the details in terms of, the square footage, what the size of the bedrooms, what they look like, and the whole 9 yards. But that's it looks very good, very good.
Got a few more questions for you. What's it cost for an individual to go over there, like vacation, and say you want to go over, see how things are going? Let's talk about a round trip ticket going there. What are we looking at?
Okay, that varies depending on the season. My good friend, we call her Mama Kiki. She runs the African Museum for Kids here in Baltimore at Cold Spring in Pimlico. I just want to get a plug in for her because she's doing a wonderful thing for kids, teaching kids about their African heritage. But she went in January, right after the holidays. And at that time, a round trip ticket was $1,100 and change.
Doesn't sound bad.
And the good news was it was a direct flight from Dulles to Accra, Ghana. That's the capital. That's where the airport is.
Oh, that sounds great. So she went over to, what was it, DC or Virginia, and caught that flight.
Yeah, it's right outside, Virginia
Right.
suburbs.
And that one, and I like what you said. It was a direct flight. She didn't have to touch down somewhere else, and
No layover, direct from here to there.
That's Mr. Zeke. I mean, this is some valuable information, and I'm sure many people are going to be very glad that we did this interview, and myself and you. And I'm not going to hold you up for any more of your time, but your time is valuable, and I'm just glad that you came on the Finance Hour to talk to me about, the ins and outs and how it would be for someone transitioning, being a citizen, not being a citizen, not having to be married, and the terms and the conditions like you were talking about acquiring these properties. And I thought that was great. And I like what you told me about this organization called Diaspora Network, and how they actually help people transition and get themselves acclimated and situated so they could be there. So, in closing, what else would you want to say to all those that are listening to your endeavor and what you're doing here, and those who aspire to want to go over to Ghana? I'll leave it to you.
Well, Wayne, a couple of things. One is that just want to illustrate the progress of technology over the years. When I first went to Ghana, I had to get a flight from BWI to Kennedy in New York.
Okay.
And basically, that was basically nonstop. We stopped in the Cape Verdes, which was like, less than an hour from Ghana, but that took 13 hours.
Oh my!
That took 13 hours. Now it's down to like 11 and change. That's a big deal. Now, this is the next statement. This is something that my partner and I are going to do with our travel agency. This is future. Probably won't happen until next year, because my first flight there, I went on a charter plane.
Okay.
As a group, and we're in the process of researching that. We would like to charter a plane for our group.
Right.
Our group, some 300 people or so, whatever the number is. And over time, we will solicit people that want to go. We will create, a payment plan, over time. It could be, I don't know, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, however it is. Because we want to, what we're finding out, so many people don't have a clue how to transition. Or how to go to the continent. Whether some people say, I would like to go to the motherland before I die. I would like just to go there and just see the people, where I came from.
Right.
Others want to go for vacation, 2 or 3 weeks, and then there's people like me want to go there and stay.
Yes.
But they don't have, Wayne, they don't have a clue. How do I do that?
Yes.
I've been doing that for 10 years, moving out of the country and just going to another country. But, when you talk to people, say, I probably would like to do that, but I don't have a clue.
Sure.
Wayne, our travel agency, we're going to be able to hold their hand, guide them, and show them the way. Let me give you an example. We're partnering with another sister. She's from the diaspora, and we're going to duplicate what she's doing. She's doing a trip to Ghana. It is 3 parts. 1, you go there and look at an investment.
Okay.
2, you go there for a culture experience. And 3, you go there just to do travel and tourism. Now, I was having a discussion with David today, and when you know this, and my background is actually financial services as well, and we had our CPA that was part of our company. You could go to Ghana with what we're going to put together, and let's say these are the numbers that I know. A 7 day. Now you wouldn't want to go there for 7 days, but of the 7 days, three of the days would be totally you would write off. The first day, the last day, and you get one like free day. Now there's other 4 days you would have to attend a seminar.
Okay.
But it's not an all-day seminar, Wayne. By the stats, it's 45 minutes.
Oh, that's not. I can handle that.
Yeah, you can write, but you can write all that off. So your $7,000 trip, after you write it off, might be only $4,000.
I can see that very clearly.
Yeah. So these are the kinds of things we're going to be doing for our clients and customers. Going forward.
Zeke, if anyone didn't get that, they weren't listening. I mean, thank you for that valuable information. It's been more than a pleasure having you come on the Finance Hour and talking to me and all those who are going to hear this. It again was a pleasure. And please tell us the name of your agency again and how we can get in touch with you.
The name of the agency is Zeke and Jerry Travel. The name of the agency. And our website is zekeandjerry.com. And you can reach me directly at 310-920-5103.
See, people, you heard it right here from Mr. Zeke himself, Zeke Stewart.
Wayne, one other quick thing. You could also see our ad in the National Black Unity News. We got a full-page ad in the National Black Unity News paper. The latest edition is now on the street.
What page are you on, Zeke?
I'm on page 54.
Page 54, people. Page 54. That's the April edition that just came out. Please get your copy and get in touch with Zeke. Thank you, Zeke. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you again.
And Wayne, thanks for having me.
Oh, it's been more than a pleasure, okay? You take care. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching our podcast. If you would like to participate in our future podcasts as a guest, or if you would like to promote your business or service, contact Wayne Randall at 443-726-6693. Also visit our website at www.yourfinanceinfo.com. This is a TNBUN production.
Wayne Randall, finance editor with the National Black Unity News and host of the Finance Hour. I'm here with Satawi Jahi. He's an entrepreneur. He's a national travel consultant with the National Black Unity News. He's a tax preparer and co-host for Blog Talk Radio. How you doing today, sir?
Doing fine, brother.
Glad you could make it. We wanted to have you tied in with this theme, this travel theme. You know, you've been doing this quite a while. There's much going on in the world, but despite that, people are traveling, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They're traveling. Now, since the opening of the economy and the pandemic has kind of moved off to the side, how have your numbers been as far as travel is concerned? Let's say leisure travel, vacationing.
They've been pretty good, man. I haven't really averaged that many people going that many places, but overall, I would say that since the pandemic is not over, but it's kind of over. That people are getting out and traveling more and getting out and about. The biggest reason I'm still involved with the business is because of the tax write-offs. You get tremendous amount of tax write-offs by being a travel consultant. Write off your cell bill, your cable, your internet, even a portion of your rent. So that's what's really been keeping me in the business, because I haven't really been booking that many people.
Oh, well, a lot of that might change because we've had a new contributing editor come along, and she has a location and you have the people. So we might be able to, that might be some type of merge going down the road.
Yeah, I've talked to Dr. Johnson.
Yeah, so we never know where that might go, but I get what you're saying as far as write-offs, because you do this as a business, and anything that you can write off and you don't have to pay, it's always a good thing. Oh, it's always a good thing. Let's say, like I said, between hospitality, tourism, leisure, and business, where would you say, what area sector was maybe hit the most when the pandemic hit?
I think the area that was hit the most was leisure travel, because people just was afraid to go places, and so that stopped a lot of people from booking their trips where they normally would have went, and just that whole fear factor. It was like, hey, if I step out of here, I might catch COVID, and COVID might kill me. So that was the fear factor really impacted leisure travel the most.
I would probably have to agree with you on that, because a lot of employers were still trying to send people out on business ventures to do business, because business still had to go forward. But like I said, as far as leisure, vacation, and things of that nature, it pretty much seemed like it came to almost a stop. And but now you can see people. Let's go back to like the last holiday, like around Christmas. Look at the fiasco that happened with Southwest Airlines. Thousands of flights were delayed, but that didn't have anything to do with what was going on with the pandemic. I think that was more to do with what was going on with the airline itself, right?
Right. Yeah, that had to do with what was going on with the airline itself.
Yeah, because I noticed that they talk about in the industry, they have a great deal of a shortage of pilots. And what I found out was, and I don't know if you've heard about it, is they want a lot of these guys to retire earlier. But a lot of those guys are very qualified. They might be pushing close to 70 and they want them to retire. But then a lot of them have military and commercial airline experience. I think they should extend their time of work. And because they are as qualified as they are, as long as they can, perform to, the ability they should to be able to perform, they should still be able to be on the job.
Yeah, they should be able to still have a job.
I know that's
because jobs are scarce these days.
Yes. I wanted to bring something in the forefront about something that you have is a very interesting concept that you do through your travel service. So you can probably talk to people a little bit about it, called the Vortex. Can you elaborate a little bit about how the Vortex works for customers coming to your business?
That's what the Vortex does, is searches for the cheapest online price that any other vendor has, and then it'll come up with a price that's cheaper than that. So what happens is that the customer really getting the cheapest online price there is. And we get paid 60% commissions on whatever the difference is in the travel package. So typical savings, the person may look for a Disney trip, and cheapest online price, somewhere around about $1,400, and we usually can do it for about $900. So it becomes a win-win all the way around because the customer saves money, we're able to book them, and we earn a commission. So that's the Vortex in a nutshell. That's about it. As far as the Vortex searches again, say for the cheapest online price, and then it comes up with its own price that beats that price, and pass the savings on to the customer.
I couldn't see any customer being dissatisfied with a $1,400 ticket and being able to save $500 off of it and spending $900. I mean, most people would be very happy about that, even if it was the first time they were using it. And said, wow, you know what? I really didn't have an idea, sir, what you were talking about the Vortex, but it made me a believer. Here's the question about that. Does the person have to be in a membership, or they just have to come to your website, correct? How does that work?
All they gotta do is just go to the website and book the trip.
Okay. But your website, okay, not just any website, but
It has to be a Vortex owner's website.
okay. And you are a Vortex owner. Hear that, people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need to keep in mind. You need to come to Satawi Jahi's website because he is a Vortex owner. Oh.
Vacations are a wonderful way to relax, recharge, and explore new places. Whether you're going on a beach getaway, an adventure-filled trip, or a cultural excursion, it's time you decided you need one. So, make your reservation at Vacation Resorts and enjoy what life has to offer you. At this beautiful paradise oasis where time is not important as long as you're with that special someone. Book your trip today.
Stay tuned. Next week, we'll have the Women Authors Showcase featuring Nalia Ali, Rosemarie Downer, and Sheila Brown.